Kendrick Perkins was on First Take earlier this week, and he said that hey, they be giving away MVPs to white people. I ain't
Uh-huh.
saying it's racist, but three white players have won the MVP in the past 30 years. Racism, face ass.
Nah, what he said was there over the past 30 years, there's only been 3 people to win the MVP award that have been outside of the top 10 in scoring.
No,
And
he
he was
said the past 32 years.
hey, look, he said 32. I thought he said since 1990. I don't know.
Yeah, since 1990, which
Hey,
is
look.
32 years.
Hey, look. All right, 32. I just said 30. I'm not
Oh
trying to be like
no,
y'all, folks.
oh no, because it matters.
Hey, look, it really don't matter. I
It
mean,
really
I'm gonna,
does
t- I'm,
matter.
I'm, I'm gonna tell you what. That was some bullshit that motherfuckers pulled out their ass. They could. It was way more pertinent things to attack than
The fact that
you,
Magic Johnson had one of the previous 2 years,
you acting like he.
Magic Johnson ain't black.
Hey, look, we here. Fuck it. All right. So he said since 1990, and people were acting like he cherry picked years. Like this motherfucker said 2006, 2000, 2005, 2011, 2013, 2017. Like he didn't do that. He said since 1990, he gave you more than 30 years of data to analyze, and you people chose to analyze him, leaving out the fact that Magic Johnson was an individual that had won an MVP and was scoring outside of the top 10. Skipping all of the years that Nikola Jokic, the crux of the argument, was in the fucking top 10. If you're gonna argue, be smart about the shit you arguing. At least. Why
Oh
waste my
no.
time with this bullshit?
Let's explain why. Because in 1989, Magic won it. In 1990, Magic won it. In 1988, Jordan won it. In 1987, Magic won it. Magic wasn't in the top 10 that year.
Hey fam. Nikola Jokic won that shit last year, right?
Hmm.
Was he in the top 10 in scoring last year?
I think so.
Right. So just go to last year and say Kendrick right here. But motherfuckers just went to, he's cherry picking years. He picked 30 fucking years. Y'all
Yeah,
gotta be smart about the shit y'all say. That shit just
but
be,
nah, it ain't that. It's
why you
just
calling somebody else dumb? Can't sound dumb and call him dumb.
nah, because even though he did win it, he was in the top 10 when he won it last year. The year before that, he wasn't. So,
Right.
I mean, what he said, it's still is that same argument. Like, is white people can be not in the top 10 and win it. Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's not exactly true. That's not true. But but they can win it. We're talking about basketball. We talking basket. I don't know if I sing it. Do we got to pay for it, or
No.
they got to cut us down? I don't know how that work. Yeah. And I don't know none of the verse for that. That was about the end of my
Basketball is my
knowledge.
favorite sport.
Hey, hey, look, we grew up together, nigga. I'm sitting here muted, and when you got down with your basket, oh, I'm sitting here still rocking, right? And then I realized I don't know a single word. So if my mic was unmuted, what you would have heard was broken glass everywhere. Like that's how
That's a
nigga,
completely different song.
nigga. Hey, the message fits per. That almost uh that's what's that Steve Harvey joke? The Gilligan's Island, the Gilligan's Island him, and where the starting
Oh,
era,
oh
the
yeah.
tiny ship was tossed.
Is she still
If
in sick
God
mode?
for the courage of Jesus. Yeah,
Yeah,
I went
yeah,
broken glass
yeah.
everywhere.
But yeah. You could have just went to last year and pointed that shit out to the rest of the world and been easy with it, and you would have had your argument. You could have had an argument there, but
Yeah, I
let's
guess.
be real about some things. Are you analyzing the bottle?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how the hell to open that bottle, and I cannot figure out how the hell to open that bottle.
Just pull the cork out. The
Nah,
top.
it's not a cork.
It's the top. Hey, look,
Let
I
me
don't
see
know.
it.
That's
Let me
the
see it
top.
one more time.
Pull the top off. That's how you open the bottle. But yeah, uh, did Steve Nash deserve to win back-to-back MVPs?
Yes.
He did.
Yes, he did deserve those MVPs.
Why did he deserve those MVPs?
Because if your team goes from winning 23 games to winning 62 games, and the only difference in that team is the fact that you showed up, guess what? You're the fucking MVP.
That's the only difference in that team.
Yes,
There were
literally.
they had the exact same roster that played the exact same amount of games the year before.
Yes. The only difference is they signed Steve Nash. Steve Nash ran that 8 seconds or less offense. They went from 23 and I believe 23 and 59 to 60 and 22. 62 and 20 or some shit like that. Yes.
I don't know. I don't
All
know.
because Steve Nash, and you know what that gets you? MV fucking P. And when you do it again next year and your team is way better than everybody else, you get MVP. And that's just glossing over the fact that he led the league in assists, averaged what, 16, 17, 18 points a game, and shot 50, 40, 90 while leading the number one offense in the league. Go ahead, look at that basketball reference.
Oh, I'm looking it up now.
Mhm.
I'm looking it up now.
Because I I
It
know.
was real quick. So like Stephon Marbury was on that team. He played 34 games. Sean Marion was on that team. He played 79.
Hmm.
Joe Johnson was on that team. He played 82.
Hmm.
Amari rookie year. Also Joe Johnson's was his first year or his second year? But yeah, very, very young players. Amari, rookie year, he played 55 games that season. Anthony Hardaway, remember that guy, that gem of a player. Yeah, he played 32 games that season.
Hmm.
And it went on downwardly from there.
Hmm.
Downwardly from there. Um, Games played and people of importance for that team. Now, the next season, at when Steve Nash got there,
Hmm.
much better record, yes. But Joe played 82, Amari played 80. They got Quentin Richardson and he played 79. They got Jim Jackson, he played 40 for him. Leandro
Sean
Barbosa,
Merritt.
Hold on.
Leandro Barbosa came over and he played 63 games for them that season.
That's when
Hmm.
Sean Marion was active.
Uh,
What them numbers look like though?
Oh, the numbers look like? You talking
Hmm.
about for who? The players? Joe
Yeah.
Johnson was scoring 17 points. Sean
Joe
Marion was
Johnson
scoring
was there the
19.
year before. Sean Marion was there the year before.
Yeah. They were. Amari's 26 that year. Quentin was getting 14. Steve was getting 15. Tearing them up. Jim Jackson was getting 8. Now, if you want to know what those players was getting a year before, because you didn't even ask me that question, you weren't even concerned about it. I
No,
was
because I
just
know.
because you know what, you
It,
know what.
it, I know they averages wasn't as high the year before,
Hey,
were
look,
they?
hey, look, hey, look, hey, look. Joe Johnson was getting 16 points a game. Amari was getting 20 points a game. And then Sean Marion was getting 19 points a game. Stephon Marbury was getting 20 points a game. But the games he played, he didn't play the whole season. Amari Stoudemire didn't play the whole season. So
Hey, then the
those
young boy came out of the woodworks though. He came out of the woodworks towards the end. Channing Frye?
that was a different team.
Channing Frye, I thought he came towards the end of Steve Nash's run.
Yeah, he was there at the end of Steve Nash run when
We
when he
talking
got
about
that.
Steve Nash's run, right?
No, we talking about his MVP years.
Oh,
Yeah. So this uber deserving MVP.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. What was that record the year before? It was
Oh,
23 and
it was
29.
20. It was 23 and a whole bunch of other.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then it went from that to 62 and 20.
Hey, look, yeah, yeah, but to act as though Steve Nash was the only addition to that team, and like that team was not injured, replayed for the entire season before that,
All right,
man,
all
Joe,
right, all right, all right, all right. So,
man, Joe. I
injury.
think, I think. Hold on.
Hold on, no, 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 no. So injury played is what you called them the year before.
Hey,
How
look,
many games you think that makes up?
hey,
Because
look,
that's not gonna get you to 62 wins.
hey, look. Can I say something real quick? The
Mm,
year before. How about the year before that? How about we look at the year before that, right?
mm-hmm.
Those same players. That wasn't Amari's rookie year either. Um, year before that. You got Steph playing 81, Sean playing 81, Amari playing 82, Penny playing 58, Joe Johnson playing 82 games, and they had a Bo Outlaw, Tom Gugliotta. Uh, Nobody else was really any note. I mean, Randy Brown was on the squad. You know that championship medal there. Um, but they were 40. They were 44 and 38 with Frank Johnson as their coach, and then and then and then the next year, the 29 and 53 year, Frank Johnson was their coach. Also, they got to that bad start, and then Tony came in middle of the season. And then the next year, they get that 62. Then Tony gets the full year. They bring over Steve Nash. They make some additions like Quentin Richardson. And you have the team with their players fully healthy coming in and getting the total. They were 49 games. They were 49 games when they were healthy. Was I say 49 or 44?
49. I give you 49.
All right, they were 49 games when they were healthy, and they were 62 games the year after when Steve Nash got there. So it was a 13 game swing from where we could actually can grade them from. Because you only graded from the 29. I'm just saying that's just kind of fucked up. You stacking the deck there. You calling him more valuable than what he is. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hold on. So while you looking at shit, you're trying to judge these 29 games that Marion and Stat and Joe Johnson played together? Is that what you're using to base this argument on?
I'm saying that wasn't a really good picture of what that team was capable of doing because of the injuries that they had that season or the lack of people playing full seasons that season. That's what I'm saying.
Mm, because I'm saying we can pull up this. Hold on. All right, this is the 29 win season that Joe Johnson played all 82 games.
Yeah,
Sean
Joe
Marion
Johnson.
played 79.
Right. I said that already.
All right, and Stat played 55.
Right.
And who's this fourth you want to add? Penny Hardaway?
Who was the point guard that didn't play but 30 games that season, fam?
That would be Penny Hardaway.
Nah, that would be Stephon Marbury, wouldn't it?
Okay, no, yep, I see him. Stephon Marbury, 34
Okay.
games.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Injured. When your point guard goes down for your team, you're probably not going to win a lot of games. Also, they fired their fucking coach. Did they not make a coaching change? Because that motherfucker was going to get them to 40 fucking 9 or 40, whatever, 40 something wins in the season. Nah, we can't fuck with you. And now we 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 see the writing on the wall. Nah, you out of here. We bringing in another coach in the middle of the season. He can't really implement his offense the way he wants. He didn't have his players. They don't know his system. So that year's gonna be a wash. And we got injuries. And they
Oh,
probably trying to make trades for motherfuckers
yeah,
and shit.
they traded Steph 34 games into the season.
Uh-huh.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Because I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 losses. 12 and 22, my nigga.
All right. What are you saying?
I'm trying to say there was 12 and 22 with this nigga.
With Steph.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. With the fucked up coach. But the year before,
Mm-hmm.
the year before. And they traded whatever the issues were with the team, there were issues with the team. But to act as though Steve Nash was the only change they made, and now you are damn near 40 game swing is wild to me.
My bad. I forgot you putting that emphasis on the impact of Quentin Richardson. Shout out to my nigga Q. I had basketball class with that nigga. But yeah, no, he was not the difference maker that you're trying to use to usurp this nigga's MVP award
Hey, look, I'm just saying a good player went to a really good team and
and
that was
changed the game.
and and
Literally
and
changed the game of
it,
basketball.
and won what? What was his overall impact to basketball? When did anybody ever try to pattern their game after a Steve Nash? When was anybody trying to be Steve fucking Nash? I don't think there was ever a time when I ever heard any kid on the playground going Nash.
Nigga, that Phoenix Sun team fathered this style of basketball that is currently the Golden State Warriors whooping everybody ass.
No, that Phoenix Suns basketball team fathered what was currently known as his child.
That was a couple years later, but they did.
Hey, hey, look, hey, look, hey, look, hey, look. Details, details.
But yeah, that Phoenix Suns team changed the game of basketball because they
So
moved.
the Supersonics ain't been the Golden State's shit forever from the Sonics to when they first became the Golden State Warriors. They haven't been a shooting center team. Chris Mullen, fucking like
Um,
they've always been shooters.
Run and gun.
They've always been a running gun team since
yeah,
its
that was the
inception.
'90s. Nah, they were that in that the
I
two
think the
years in the
Warriors
'90s.
kind of
They were.
made. I think the Warriors kind of made the Suns. Like the Warriors' inequity in that style of play made the Suns come and center a team around shooters. Like,
Nah,
and
because after go to state tried it for 2 years, and then they dismantled it, and then that shit died for 15 years until the Suns came back. Then once the Suns came back, started doing it. Then went from there to Atlanta, like, hey, we could shoot too, face ass. And then from Atlanta, it went Golden State, and Golden State perfected that shit.
well, that's why I have to bow out. I just remember that being a thing about fucking Golden State first
Hey,
from
Yeah, when
Ray
they
Allen. It
had
was Ray Allen when he first did it with
Run
fucking Supersonics and all that
Tim,
shit.
Tim Tim Hardaway. Run TMC.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Run TMC in the '90s, and was a thing for 2 years.
Yep. Hey, and low key, wasn't it UNLV first? Didn't they do?
UNLV,
Didn't they do it for Golden State? Though, real
mm,
talk.
they weren't really a run and gun offense. They were just way better than everybody.
Oh,
And
all right,
also, Larry Johnson was like 27 years old.
all right. Well, yeah, he was a little. There was something wrong with birth certificate. But anyway, yeah. So Steve, I think you giving that man credit for something that I don't think he did. And if he's the best player on the team, what did that team do when they went to the playoffs? They went to the Western Conference Finals one time, I think.
Yeah,
Did
but it
they?
wasn't.
I
Yeah,
know what
they
Steve
made
Nash really did accomplish in the NBA. He made them fucking start looking outside of basketball players for talent. Now that I know he did. Like that soccer player shit, they started looking just, and that's when them Europeans came in.
Hey, look.
They
Hey, look.
stopped
Hey,
looking
look.
for jumpers and all that shit.
Hey,
They
hey,
started
look.
looking for soccer players and runners and
Hey,
track
look.
and field stars and shit.
Deadlift Shrimp, Alvita
That's where that whole
Sabonis,
European
To-
motherfucker came in.
Tony Kukoc. The Europeans was in full effect. And is Steve Nash even a European?
niggas Canadian, ain't it?
No,
Hey, look.
no, ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Steve Nash made them look outside of the box for athleticism. Before
Oh, okay.
Steve Nash, they were looking for high jumpers. They were looking for basketball players. After Steve Nash, you had an influx of fucking European players coming in that were doing the Euros. They were innovating the game of basketball. They weren't, and that was because of Steve Nash. I'm not saying he was European. I'm saying
I'm gonna go ahead and say it wasn't because of Steve Nash. I don't think Steve Nash ushered in any actual change in basketball ever. I don't
I
think he
think
was.
he just
I
made
don't.
them look other places. That's it.
Wait, I don't think he did. I think that the proliferation of a motherfucker like a Dirk Nowitzki that wasn't the high flying dunking motherfucker that he was playing with in Dallas that they got him the fuck away from because he
That's
was
what I'm
like,
saying. But I'm saying that they
we'll
brought in
never,
a bunch of little guys.
we'll never get a chip with you, Steve Nash.
They brought in a bunch of tiny Europeans. Tiny Europeans wasn't a thing before Steve Nash. With your European fucking two guards. They weren't looking for no European two guards. They were looking for European centers, European power forwards. But European two guards, nigga, wasn't a thing.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Then you got, I don't know none of these niggas, but I know they was coming in because they was all on the Bulls at one point. I mean, years later, but they had all made it to the Bulls at one point. With a bunch of European two guards, which wasn't a thing before Steve Nash. Steve Nash made athleticism in a tiny white body possible.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Don't mean it's true, but I feel you. Okay,
that's just my postulation. I'm not the sports guy.
I feel you. I feel you. You look up whatever you were trying to look up to corroborate whatever you wanted to say next with some bullshit.
I know I wasn't looking up shit. I
Oh,
was
okay.
I was texting Jimmy. What up, Jimmy? About the Hitman Holla Easy to Block Captain battle. But
Oh,
yeah,
that was unfortunate for Hitman. I heard.
yeah. I sent you the link.
Oh,
Free
okay.
link, free link, free link. But yeah, Nash did. Yeah, I mean he earned that MVP, I believe, because he that offense would not have done what it did without Steve Nash. That team would not have done what he did without Steve Nash. And also to your point earlier, it's the regular season MVP. It ain't the MVP of the playoffs. The MVP of the playoffs is a whole different trophy.
Hey, real quick. So when I look at the year Steve Nash won, that first year, that year you want to say that he was so responsible for the games won. I just want to get you into a little bit more of an analytical mind real quick so that you know a more broad picture of the shit that you're arguing against.
Mm-hmm.
So, in that same year, there were individuals that were there. They call this this a new stat, win shares,
Mm-hmm.
right, win shares, and they calculate them. You know who had the highest win share of anybody that year?
Kevin Garnett.
Yes, sir. So you're aware of this particular stat then, right?
Yeah, I see that.
So why not a Kevin Garnett for MVP?
Oh, because his team won 44 games.
All right, cool. That was the thing then. All right, bet. One Mr. Shaquille O'Neal had a win share of, I mean, statistically not so markedly higher. I mean, Steve Nash was 0.203. Shaquille O'Neal was 0.211. Now let's look at a little bit of the stats they have here. Points. Steve Nash scored 15 and a half points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Shaquille O'Neal, 22.9. Rebounds. Shaquille was getting 10 a game and Steve was getting 3. Assists. Shaquille was getting 2 and Steve was getting 11. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Steals, Steve 1. Blocks, Shaq 2. Field goal percentage, Shaq 60%, because he just dunks the ball. But he has more points, he has more rebounds, he has a higher win share percentage than Steve Nash. Why not him for MVP?
Because not only did Shaquille O'Neal's team win fewer games than Steve Nash's team, Shaq wasn't he the best player on his team.
Oh no? Okay,
No,
cool. So
no, Shaq was
so
Shaq was a certified number
hey
two.
look, hey look. So he wasn't even the best player on his team.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying the best player on his team was probably one Mr. Dwayne
Mm-hmm.
Cleophas Wayne?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Dwayne Wade, he was killing them out there. His field goal percentage was 47%. He was scoring 24 points a game. He was getting you 5.2 rebounds, and he was getting you 6.8 assists. He was markedly better. Oh wait, with that win share thing that they got, uh, Shaq was at a .211 and Dwayne Wade was at a .177. Hey, look, I don't often agree with the big fella, but the big fella tells you he was the bus driver, not a passenger on lot of his career. And when he went to Miami that year, did they win that championship? They win. I don't know who won that. I'm not. I'm not sure who won that year.
Again,
I'm not sure who won that year. Who did they win that year? It's not a
they
postseason.
did.
It's not a postseason award though. It's not a
Okay, then.
postseason
So
award.
so 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 that was mad
But I
irrelevant.
gave you all motherfucking regular season stats. You know what you wanted to put in my face? Oh, but it was that was Dwayne Wade team. No, he wasn't even the best player on his own fucking team. Dwayne Wade was motherfucking best player. And you want to say that and it's all well and good, cool. Say that shit. That's fine. All right, but Shaq had more points, had more rebounds, had a bigger win share percentage than him. All right, but let's look at Steve Nash. Let's look at the motherfuckers on Steve Nash team who scored. Man, Amari Stoudemire was scoring 26 points a game that year, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Steve out here scoring 15 points a game. Who was the
Mm-hmm.
best player on the team? But we're gonna say Steve Nash was the best player on the team. Why are we
Yeah,
saying
Steve,
Steve Nash the best player on his team when
because Steve
Amari scoring more points than him?
because Steve Nash was that offense.
Hey, look, Amari was he?
He
Was he?
was.
Was he or
Yes.
was D'Antoni that offense?
You seen what D'Antoni did without a point guard to run that offense.
Hey, look, I seen what Steve Nash did without D'Antoni. I seen what Steve Nash did with D'Antoni. It was not
Hold
in
on,
fucking
what
impressive.
oh,
It was not
hold on, hold on,
impressive.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
I
hold
don't
on, hold
know.
on, hold on, hold on, hold
All
on,
right,
hold on.
cool. I got
Did you not see them last couple of years in Dallas? Because the boy was pretty goddamn good. The boy was pretty goddamn good.
Hey, look, I'm not saying he wasn't pretty good. I'm not saying he wasn't really good. I'm not saying he wasn't a good player. What I'm saying is that he was not the most valuable player of the year any year that he won the most valuable player of the year.
He definitely was. But you're telling me
I
the two
just, I
players.
just,
Hold on. But but you're telling me the two players that are on the same team that won fewer games than him were more valuable to their team than this one candidate from this one team
di-
whose team won more.
different conference,
Make
much
that make sense.
different conference.
But it's
So
not
to
like the Eastern
compare
Conference was
overall,
the better
hey look,
conference.
but we acted like the record was what was the difference in the records?
Less than
About how much?
3 games.
Yeah, I know, right, motherfucker. And you want to act like 3 games is such a motherfucking difference when we talking about people in different conferences. If they were in the same conferences, maybe you have same conference, maybe you have an argument there, but I don't think you do because they were in different conferences. Hey, which was the more dominant conference at the time?
The Western Conference was the better conference.
The Western Conference is a better
Or
conference. Who was in the East?
definitely.
What was coming out of the East at that time? Who was in the
Um,
East?
who was in the East? Let's
Somebody I
see.
know it was a chosen guy. Just got there.
Um, yeah,
I
it was
know.
Brian that
I
just
know.
got there.
I'm not sure. Was Boston in yet?
No, that was just Pierce by himself.
Okay, that was just Pierce by itself. All right, cool. All right. Hey, look, I don't know. I
And
don't know.
then we got the 76ers,
Mm-hmm.
with Iverson,
Uh-huh.
um, the
Uh-huh.
Nets,
Uh-huh.
the Bulls won 47 games that year, and I dare you to tell me three players that was on the Bulls team that year.
Hey, look,
PJ
Benjamin,
Armstrong.
uh, Corey Benjamin, Craig Hodges, and Cliff Levinson.
um,
Final answer.
very wrong. Yeah,
Hey, look, but nah, it might have been like Darius Miles. I don't,
mm,
I can't, I
that
can't.
was the Eddie Curry, Tyson Chandler, Kirk
Oh, okay.
Heinrich Bulls.
Okay. Hey, look. I never
Now
know
let's go to
which. I never know which shitty Bulls version we ever talking about.
now let's go out west where we got the
That is never a
Spurs, the
statement I ever want to
Mavericks,
hear.
the Spurs, the Mavericks, the Kings back when they still had Weber.
Okay.
Um, let's see, we got the 52 and 30 Seattle Supersonics with Ray and fucking Ray Allen
Rashard Lewis, I
and
think maybe.
Rashad Lewis. Yep.
Uh huh.
We got the Nuggets with Melo and I believe Billups. Nope, Billups wasn't there. It was Melo and Camby. Um, you got the Spurs, who would everybody the Spurs always fucking have. You got the
Yep.
Mavericks.
Yep.
We got the
Look who they got.
Rockets winning 50 games
Mm-hmm.
with T Mac
With T Mac. Yep. Yep. Yao
and
Ming.
T Mac, Yao Ming, and the Kimbe. Like the West
Mm-hmm.
is a clearly better team.
Ella, Ella,
Uh,
Ella, Ella, Ella. Let's not. Okay, maybe West might have been better. Let's not say Dikembe in that sentence right there. I don't understand it at that
oh,
time.
and
Right.
then we got Cassell and Garnett and the Timberwolves and Spreewell and the Timberwolves who didn't even make the fucking playoffs.
Because they weren't a good team, fam. That wasn't a good.
No,
That's
it
what
was because
that
they were in the
that.
wrong conference.
I think that
If
was the reason that that was the reason that KG left. He was like, I can't do it with this team. We suck. I'm out this bitch. Like
if
right
they
after that.
if they were in the East, they'd have been a fifth seed.
Hey, look. Okay, better conference.
So,
Cool.
so yeah,
Cool.
that whole
Cool.
winning fewer games,
Cool. Three
few
games. 3 games,
worst
fam.
conference, worst
Bet.
conference.
Bet.
You only got 28 games against the tough ones.
Bet. Bet.
Mm,
More points. More points.
mm.
More dominant on the court. More dominant on the court.
He wasn't
Shaq was, fam.
not that year. Nobody could stop Steve Nash in that offense.
What do you mean? The motherfucker scored 15 points and gave you 10 fucking assists with all these fucking people with all these shooters he had, all these runners that would finish, all these finishers. It's a point guard's dream. And you want to sit here and brag about a point guard giving you 15 points and 10 fucking, was it 11 assists maybe?
11
11
and a half.
11 and a fucking half assists with
Yes,
everybody running the floor for your ass and just delivering a
11 and a
fucking
half
ball
fucking
and
assists.
15 fucking points, and he's supposed to be the messiah of this damn off. Get the fuck out of here. He wasn't
Uh,
doing shit but giving you middling ass numbers. John Stockton looking at 15 and 10 and laughing at Steve Nash when he won 62 fucking games in the Western Conference and went to the damn finals and never sniffed an MVP award. But he had Karl Malone. Like, that motherfucker didn't have Amari Stoudemire them 2 fucking years. But you still go this nigga. I'm just saying. This shit don't make no fucking sense. And I know I know Steve Nash is white, and I know John Stockton was white, and that was a weird ass comparison to put in the two. But hell, I was freestyling, so give me some slack.
mm-hmm.
But also, why they gave that man that award that year? Because they wanted to give it to Shaq and they wanted to give it to Kobe because of reasons. What the reasons
Oh
was,
no,
I don't know.
the reason for Kobe not getting it was because his ass didn't make the fucking playoffs.
Hey, look,
Nigga
hey,
take
look, hey, look,
900
hey,
shots a
look,
goddamn game.
hey, look. I didn't need you to remind me of that.
Nigga, that nigga was sitting at home. This nigga is taking all getting all the points for a shitty ass team. Congratulations.
Hey, look, was the shitty ass team? Was it a team in a really, really good conference with not a lot of really good players?
That's the definition of a shitty ass team. A
Hey,
team
look,
without a lot of really good players.
but Kobe was still Kobe. He was valuable. You talking about that team? What would they win? Like 3, 4?
Mm, hey, if your value ain't getting y'all to the guy top five in the and not even top five in the conference,
Okay, all right, cool.
and you ain't doing nothing historic, then no.
Hey, look,
And Kobe had a couple of historic games. He did not have a historic season.
I bet, man. Cool, fair enough. All that is cool. Hey, look, KG had more win shares than that motherfucker too. But hey, look, he ain't made the playoffs neither.
He didn't
So
make the
hey,
playoffs
look,
neither.
hey, look, you got it. Steve Nash is the Messiah. 15 and 10 is an MVP every day of the week, every year, as long as your team wins 60 what game? 50 what how many games they win?
62 motherfucker.
62 games, unless your name is John Stockton and you're in Utah, and
Unless your offense was
and
won
and
23 games the year before that and then won
and and, and
62 after you got there.
and people are looking around like, hey, look, maybe there's other factors involved with this situation because we didn't have a point guard for the whole fucking season. And hey, look, that guy Penny that we thought was still pennying, he wasn't pennying no more. And
Uh,
the
and, and and
results showed, the stats showed.
and this argument is hilarious coming from a Bulls fan who witnessed Tom Thibodeau's MVP season.
Hey, look, first of all, if you're referring to the season that Derrick Rose uh, shocked the world. Shook up the world. Hey, look, fam, it was destined. That man. Hey, look, that man. That man did some incredible things that season. And hey, look, hey, look, hey, look, hey, look, hey, look, hey, look.
I'm trying to figure out the correct
I ain't,
angle and hat
I ain't, I
position
ain't,
to
I
hear
ain't,
this
I ain't,
bullshit.
I ain't mad at him. What he was scoring? He was scoring what? Him to 30 a game that year. Yeah. That's all I had to say about your weak ass arguments about how it's not some type of racially charged motivation behind it. There's some agendas behind it. I ain't saying that they all racist, but I'm just saying there's some shit out here that when these white boys get close, they just let these motherfuckers slide right the fuck on in. And I know
Hell
you want to
nah.
protect. I know you want to protect that 41 sitting behind you. I know you do. I know you do. Ain't nobody
Okay,
coming. Ain't nobody
okay.
coming at. Ain't nobody coming at his really. It ain't. It ain't even really about him. I think when he got his, it was okay. We was like, all right. It was like, all right. It was like, all right. They gave Steve too, and that just don't sit right with nobody. And now they finna get no. And then now they finna get Jokic. They finna try to get this man 3, and that ain't sitting right neither.
I mean, but look the shit that he's doing.
It ain't really all that motherfucking great.
The
I
nigga
need.
is
Hey, look.
averaging. This nigga is averaging a triple double as a center.
Hey, look, amazing. Do that shit, but you need not apply for a triple crown MVP. Nah, fam, it's just not. I saw this. I watched them get their ass whooped by 21 points to the Bulls. This the motherfucker that you want to tell me that is doing. He cannot play defense for shit. You talking about a center like he's a traditional center. Like he gives you any of the actual center shit that you need to make a team go.
He
He
gives
doesn't
you
do
most of
that.
it. He gives you
No.
most of it.
I don't need my center to bring the fucking ball up the court.
No, that's a bonus.
That's not the bone. That's not a
It's
bonus.
the it's the bonus when your center can work from 24 feet out and anywhere from 24 feet all the way to the rim.
That's a bonus. Why is that a bonus?
Because now they don't have to just worry about, okay, well, if he on the block he can score, but if he anywhere besides right in front of the rim he can't do shit. No,
Yeah.
you have to defend him all the way out there, and that opens up the lane for other players.
You don't have to defend him bringing the ball up the court.
You have to defend him if he's at the 3-point line.
Yeah, at the 3-point line. But again, is his best application in the game standing down the 3-point line, or is his
No,
best application in the game getting down on that damn block?
his best application is him having the ball anywhere on the fucking court because
That's what it is.
he
So
can
put the
make
ball.
shit
So
happen.
run your. So all right, cool. So surround him with some motherfucking people that can help him win. Then, because that motherfucker ain't doing it in my eyes. I ain't seeing it happen.
I mean, nah, they're not gonna win it. But he's as far as the regular season goes, yes.
As far as
Again, you're trying to
man,
give this
yo,
nigga a
they get
postseason
it.
award.
They get not a postseason. I'm trying to give him an actual award for impact on the game, and it's not very impactful.
It definitely the fuck is. How is it
It's
not
not,
impactful when
man.
he's
It's not.
literally affecting
He's
every
not.
aspect?
He's not more impactful than Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I believe he is.
I don't. Yeah,
It
I
can be
know. That's why your
argued.
voice got all high like
It
that.
can be
He's
argued
not.
this
He's
year. Yeah,
this year.
this
This
year.
year.
This year, I don't
What is
know.
Giannis doing? What is Giannis doing this year?
Giannis is doing some amazing shit this
30
year.
something points a game this year, right? How many
Hmm.
rebounds is Giannis getting this year?
I don't know, probably
He's
like
getting more
11,
than
12.
Jokic. He's getting more than Jokic.
Is he?
Yeah, he is.
Probably is. I don't
I
know.
think he's getting about 5. I think he's getting about 5 assists a game too. 5 or 6 assists a game.
You know what 5 or 6 ain't? 10.
10. It's not 10. But hey, look, you know what? You know what 24 points ain't? 32.
It's not.
Hey, look, real quick. That's 8 points, right?
I'm
Hold on. No. You the
let's
math
hold
guy. You the
on.
math guy. You the math guy. Hold on,
Hold
real quick. Real quick.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
I'll be real quick. I'll be
hold on,
real
hold
quick.
on,
I'll be
hold
real quick.
on, hold on.
What?
Listen.
What am I listening to?
I'm not mad if Giannis wins it. I
Okay, cool.
Giannis is definitely worthy.
Cool, cool. As long as you're not arguing over that, but also I want to put this out there. That's 8 points, right?
Hmm.
That's 8 point difference.
Hmm.
We talking about 3 assists. That's 6 points, right?
Mm-hmm. No, we're talking
Maybe
about four
not.
assists,
Huh?
4 or 5.
4 or
Because
5.
if Giannis is averaging 5 and Jokic is averaging 10,
I thought it was like averaging like 5.9. Okay, so
might be
four,
5 on that.
so
All right,
four,
five.
so 4 assists. If it's 4 assists, then okay, to get you the
It's the same
point.
thing.
They get you the point. They get you the points. They get you the points. That's great. That's cool.
But again, I'm
I
not
guess.
mad if Giannis wins it because
Appreciate that.
Giannis is definitely worthy.
Appreciate
But to
that.
say that fucking Jokic ain't worthy is just fucking bullshit.
What I'm saying is Jokic is just not worthy of a 3-time MVP vote. They don't let nobody else get it. Mike ain't got one. LeBron ain't got one. Kareem ain't got one. Nobody, none of the goats have one of these things. So why would he get one when he is not? It's not even a clear decision, and it hasn't even been a clear decision anytime. You on mute? It hasn't been a clear decision anytime he's won it.
Because
No,
everybody
it's
want to
not.
be esoteric, even old educated white motherfuckers. Now
Hold on,
they want to be esoteric.
hold on. All right, so by that argument, all right, so I believe that there has never been a unanimous Hall of Fame.
But see, that's the thing with
A person.
esotericism. It be based in a lot. It be paralleling some shit. That's how it gets away with it. Cause it be so parallel some shit. But when you break it down, the shit you picked to parallel turned into a LeBron stat. It's like left-handed motherfucker. This is the reason you made him a 3-time MVP above Jordan. Because he dribbles with his left hand on second Tuesdays. Like, no. As soon as I don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about, but as soon as the motherfucker, he got more accolades than, oh, hell no. There's no reason for him to have any nods more than any of them people he named. I don't give a fuck what he's doing. You have to acknowledge that.
No, I don't because just because
That cheapens your argument.
nigga, no. Listen, just because Jordan didn't win 3 in a row, you know what? They were fucking wrong for doing that shit. So just because other motherfuckers was wrong, that don't mean you keep being wrong.
Hey, look, they never want to keep being wrong when they got an
All I said
opportunity
was
to be.
acknowledge it. Nigga,
Hey,
you
look,
just acknowledged it, but you said no first.
hey, look.
You
No,
see what I
no,
They
mean?
nigga, I
never.
said no,
Motherfuckers?
nigga.
Hey, look, you did,
I
you
said
did,
no
but
because you said that since Jordan them ain't got this shit, he shouldn't have it.
I
And
said acknowledge it, and you just acknowledged it.
nigga, shut the nigga. You not even in the
This is what y'all be doing every
listen.
week.
Listen to
It's
what
on
the fuck
tape.
I'm talking about. I'm not saying no to the fact that just because Jordan them didn't get it, that means that he shouldn't get it. I don't agree with that argument because the fact that Jordan them didn't get it was bullshit. That's a fucking
That's
problem.
acknowledging it.
Nigga,
That's literally remixing what I said
nigga.
and
Okay,
starting
well then
off by saying no.
I'm fucking agreeing, but you're saying that just because Jordan them didn't get it, that means that he should not get it.
that's
That's
not
the
what
same
I'm
thing
saying.
Even
That's
if
not.
you're
he
That's not.
earns
saying.
it,
That's not just what I'm saying.
even if he fucking earns it, he shouldn't get it because Jordan
No,
didn't get
no,
it.
no.
All these other motherfuckers didn't get it. Well, all the motherfuckers should have got it. Jordan should have got that shit 3 in a row.
And and and
LeBron should have
and,
got that shit 3 in a row.
and the point. And the point is this: why y'all voted differently all those different times to not have any of those individuals become a 3-time back-to-back-to-back MVP. Why did you do it all those times, even though those individuals were deserving? But this time, when this individual is questionable, it's questionable. He's been a questionable MVP the first time, questionable the second time, and now he's questionable, and they are trying to give it to him now, and we ain't even in the damn playoffs yet. Motherfuckers are still getting playoff seedings at this point, but they're trying to give it to him now, and you got other motherfuckers doing incredible things in the league that they are not talking about, and in the conversation with the same fervor that they are him with the same knowledge of knowing that full well A 3-time MVP, that shit is fucking a 3-time back-to-back-to-back MVP. That shit is unheard of since the likes of a Larry Bird. And why fucking Larry Bird? Like that shit's wild. That shit's wild. To me.
So
To me.
because they fucked up before, they should just go ahead and keep fucking up. So
But it's not
baseball,
fucking up now, though.
uh,
It's not fucking up now. But keep going. My bad.
baseball has never had a fucking unanimous vote go to the Hall of Fame. Like fucking Jackie Robinson, fucking Hank Aaron, Babe Ruth. None of them were unanimously entered into the Hall of Fame. Motherfuckers started doing that shit just in order to keep the streak going. It's
Mm-hmm.
fucking wrong. So at no point they should stop because all of a sudden they stop. Well, they didn't stop when Jackie Robinson went, and he definitely should have been unanimous. Fucking Hank Aaron definitely should have been unanimous, but since we didn't do it for him, we can't do it at all. No, it's fucking
Nah.
stupid. That's a stupid fucking
Nah.
argument.
Hey, look. Nah, we can right the wrong, but right the wrong with us. Don't right the wrong with them. I know it sounds like a stupid argument, but I'm just saying if we're gonna right, I'm not against righting the wrong. I'm just saying with whom the wrong should be righted is with us, if because we're the ones that have been wronged, not as individuals. Because hey, look, we got a lot of individuals that have been wronged, but damn, it looks like at a point all these individuals added together looks like a collective. And so the
Not against
collective,
rap.
so the
Not against
collective,
rappers.
the
We
collective
are
has been
against
wronged.
white awards.
So the collective should be righted. And I don't think it's only fair if you're gonna do the shit when why not Giannis? Giannis, how many chips Giannis got?
How many chips?
Yeah.
One.
How many uh Jokic got?
None.
Who should the league be trying to position as a bigger star at this point? That man is international. That man is a freak of nature. That man has he has developed his game every year he has been in the league. He is a fucking underdog story if there ever was one. He came in the league a skinny little tall motherfucker that didn't know how to do nothing, and now look what he's doing. He couldn't handle the ball. Now he can handle the ball. He couldn't shoot the ball. Now he can shoot the ball. Now he brings the ball up. He distributes the ball now. He rebounds the ball. And you know what else the fuck he does? He plays fucking defense. And if you a damn center in the NBA, I don't give a shit about you bringing the ball to court and giving me these extra fucking assists. Get some damn blocks in the paint. Don't let what I saw today, Alex Caruso, go to the cup at will on you, big man. 7 foot. If that was Giannis down there, he ain't even fucking center. I guarantee you that shit ain't happening when he in the motherfucking game. He is going down there and he is getting that shit because he a motherfucking dog out here. But you want to give all these accolades to this guy, and I don't understand why. I'm not saying he's not a good player. I'm not saying that he's not a very, very good player. Hell, he can be great, but he just ain't that great. He ain't doing what other motherfuckers is out here doing. He is not even operating on both sides of the court. You cannot be the MVP and do these things.
Shut
We
the
didn't let
fuck up.
Allen
Shut the
Iverson do that shit. We didn't let Allen Iverson do that shit for that very reason, and that nigga led the league in steals.
So you're telling me that the defensive lockdown legend known as Steph Curry,
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
but you can't do it.
Steph did prolific shit on the court. And hey, does he have was he the 3-time MVP? Back
No, he
to back
wasn't.
to back? Okay, cool then. All right, bet.
But you're saying that your MVP can't do this, and then I show you MVPs that do this, and well, he didn't get three in a row. Face ass, nah, nigga. If you're worthy of one, you can be worthy of three, motherfucker.
You
If you're
could.
eligible to
You
win
could.
one, then you should be eligible to win one another year and
Hey
another
look.
year.
Hey, look, how many
But but
questionable,
but but
how
but
many
but you
questionable,
want them you want them to,
how many
you
sevens is we gonna let go across the board, fam?
but fuck it. Let's not even consider Jokic for the award because we have to give Giannis three in a row. And no matter how many fucking MVPs Jokic win, he's not gonna be a bigger star than fucking Giannis. He's not gonna be. He's not gonna be a bigger superstar than Giannis because Giannis has more fans. Just because you have more fans, guess what? You ain't the fucking MVP.
Okay, cool. What if you have better statistical markings?
If you
No.
if you have better statistics on a better team, then yes, you have a better fucking argument.
Mm.
And again, nobody is arguing against these motherfuckers, but apparently you feel like Jokic should not be even in the fucking discussion.
I'm just no. What I'm saying is, how many questionables is he gonna win? How many sevens are we gonna let go across this board, fam? What the fuck we talking
Nigga,
about?
we are talking about the fact that you and this stupid ass nigga Kendrick Perkins is making it seem like, oh, they're just voting for what? Like
Hey, look,
like we got Gordon Hayward up in this motherfucker running neck and neck with this nigga. Like,
no,
nah.
no. I am not saying what Kendrick Perkins is saying. In fact, I, I thought I rather succinctly and quickly just kill what the fuck Kendrick Perkins was saying and try to separate myself from his whack ass argument off top. I think I have substantiated my point with facts and figures and emotions. I think I gave you the whole gamut. Did I say it right that time?
You
Yep.
did.
Hey, look, growth, right? But nah, I think I've been giving you all of those things in a much more robust way than Kendrick Perkins was, because white people got it, they've been whiting. What I'm saying is this: it seems as though when they get in the vicinity, they just get it, and that is weird to me. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be considered. I'm not saying that hell, one of these years you wouldn't give it to him. What I'm saying is he's won two questionables already. Two very questionables. And then to give him a third runaway that's questionable now, but the narrative that exists is he's the presumptive MVP.
Who the fuck
Runaway
is saying
MVP.
that?
Everybody, what the fuck is you
No, the
talking
fuck
about?
they ain't.
Yes. Hey, look,
No,
Google
the fuck they
presumptive. Hey, look,
ain't.
how about this? How about this? We can do this little thought experiment right now. I don't know if it'll be tainted because of what Kendrick Perkins did, but Google presumptive NBA MVP.
I got a better thing. Hold on, I'm looking for it right now. I am on the NBA app, and I am looking up their fucking. I think they should have a fucking MVP ranking,
Mm-hmm.
and that shit said Giannis for a while this season.
Hey, look. All right, so man, Joe, I wish these was at. Oh no, I can see the dates. So yeah, nah, they ain't got nothing like. Uh, nah, December 2022, the Athletic Hollinger's week that was MVP three-peat is alive. What's up with G? I think he's talking about Giannis. I don't know. Let's see. This is 2021.
Yeah,
Oh, in Hollinger, no, Nikola Jokic MVP three-peat is alive. What's up with G League Ignite? That was the headline in the article. Uh,
is alive.
ooh, they trying to charge me for it. I don't wanna pay.
Mm-mm,
I couldn't read
mm-mm.
it. I couldn't read it quick enough. But the first name they had on the list was Jason Tatum, though. So hey, look, I'm giving you fair shit.
Hey, see that shit? That's a different way.
Hey, look. I mean, different white. That was funny. But nah, hey, look, man. I don't know. I'm
All
not
right,
saying that. I'm not saying that
I'm
Jokic
looking at
shouldn't be
the
in it.
MVP ladder right now. All
What we
right,
looking at?
there's Jokic right now. Jokic is ranked first.
Hmm.
Giannis is ranked second,
What's the
31.
difference between the first and the second?
Um, they ain't got no difference. Hold on, let me read
Oh,
more.
okay.
Let me hit the read more as long as I don't have to pay. All right. Jokic remains in the top spot. Shuffling before him. Da, 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 da.
Oh, you had a question up there that said, "What are y'all looking for?" We're looking for MVP rankings, NBA MVP rankings right now.
Yeah, right
But
now.
he
Yeah,
got it, I think.
yeah. Right now, Jokic is one. Um, this week, Jokic is one. And so apparently they still have him as the number one ranking.
Hey, look. Hey, look. I don't know what we're gonna
Not,
get to.
not that. It doesn't have how far. It's not. There's not saying that it's a lock. It's not saying that no one else is considered because shit. There's Embiid. There's fucking Giannis. Like, it's no guarantee that he's gonna win.
Hey,
But you're
look.
making it seem like, hey, this is a lock. No one else is being considered. No one else is being thought about. None of this shit. That's
Hey, look.
definitely not the fucking case.
Hey, look. All I know is this: he better up his game significantly. And if I see this motherfucker lose to the Bulls again by 21 points, there should be no actual discussion about him being a three-peat MVP at all. Not when Giannis is doing this shit out there like he's doing. Period. So all
I'm
I'm saying is, at the end of the season, if this motherfucker is a three-time MVP, hey, is shit. Motherfuckers just saying it out here now. We putting it out there. We just let motherfuckers know. We see what's going on.
so Giannis ain't never lost. Ain't lost to a shitty team all season.
Hey, look, I don't know about 21. That's all I'm saying. And I
Mm,
ain't seen the motherfucker. I ain't seen Alex Caruso give Giannis the business. That's all I'm saying.
mm,
That's all I'm
mm.
saying. All I'm saying. I don't know. Uh,
And
I feel like we've been talking about this for a very, very long time.
we have been.